Hey guys, this is Hazard 502 here, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Generation 2 Hero lightsaber from Vaders Vault. This one was a part of the first run, and the first run was released on January 12th of 2019. Vaders Vault has since done a second run. I think that was on November 8th, and that run is in the process of being built for those customers. And so we're going to take a look at the first run model for the Generation 2 Hero today. So this one is equipped with the Crystal Focus 10, and it is also equipped with the in-hilt Tri-Cree LED in green, green, white. So we're just going to bring it in and just start having a closer look. Pommel section, D-ring, control box. So these are blinking lights, and these are activation switches. This one is on off, this one is effect, and this one will get you into menu when the lightsaber is off. And with the Generation 2 Hero lightsabers, they are serialized underneath the clamp card. I've not yet removed it to see what number in the first run mine was, but grenade section, real copper thin neck, blade retention screw, Tri-Cree LED, and there we go. So what is unique about the second generation of Vaders Vault Hero lightsaber is they went to a more modular platform. And so what you're able to do this time around is get a couple different pommel styles, a solid cap to be more movie accurate or a vented one. And you are also able to get a different upper assembly grip section and thin neck. So the two types are, you can get the idealized version with even rings, or you can go with the more screen accurate version where the rings are unevenly spaced and uneven thickness, I believe. And of course we have at the top here at the emitter, you're able to go with a flush emitter without the flange piece. So this piece would be missing and it would just be flush here. Or you can choose to get the emitter extension, which is what I did for dueling, because I like to fight with my lightsabers. With the release of the Crystal Focus 10, Vaders Vault did something different with the internals as well, and we're just going to start taking it apart and have a look at it. So in order, of course, to switch out the pommel caps, you need to be able to unthread them. So of course, there we have the speaker there. And the chassis, I've never seen a Generation 1 Hero up close, so I don't know what the chassis setup was like in this one, but this one is apparently a little bit different to accommodate the Crystal Focus 10. So we'll remove that and have a look at that. So it is a bit of a tight fit. You can see there's a snug fit there. Alright, so there's a lower assembly, and I already have the kill key removed because Crystal Focus has a deep sleep mode, so you don't necessarily need to have that in there all the time. You can see the SD card right there, soundboard, some wiring, and then on this side you have a USB interface to make changes on the SD card without removing it from the hilt if you want. If you want to remove the SD card, disconnect all power, and then it can be safely removed, of course. So there's a look at the chassis there. So during your order, and I'm not sure if you can order extra emitter assemblies separate from ordering a full hilt itself. They need to make accommodation for those who decided to go with NeoPixel. And I discovered something cool having in-hilt LED, is that the hilt and the chassis is compatible with either an in-hilt LED setup or a NeoPixel setup. So of course, if this was NeoPixel, you'd have the connector inside for the blade to go. This one, of course, has the LED in it. So we'll just take this upper assembly off, and I'll. Oops. I woke it up. And those blinking lights are ridiculously bright. Alright, so even with in-hilt LED, they still went with the NeoPixel pancake connector. And as you can see on the inside here, they have the pins on the inside that connect to the LED module itself. So it's still able to get power to the TriCree without actually running physical wires between the two. So in theory, you could have one upper assembly set up with NeoPixel, and then you could have another one set for in-hilt LED, and they would be interchangeable, which is really cool. This is going to roll around on me, so hopefully it'll stay in shot. Or not. So, of course, you got the connector up there, and you have also a removable battery. So, depending on what you're doing, if you're at a convention, and you don't have time to plug it into a wall, you can just carry a couple fresh batteries with you, and switch that out and just keep trooping. So, yeah, that's really cool. Very innovative choice on their part to be able to do that. So we'll just take a few minutes to cycle through some of the features and some of the menu options with this. And I'm going to be doing a separate video just demonstrating how the Smooth Swing soundboard just works when you got a blade installed. So I already had the boot sound, and we'll just power it up. Alright, reboot again. I believe this is the Crystal Focus 10 specific sound font in here. A couple of the effects that go with it. I'm going to do that again because these guys get all crazy when you want to shut her down, which is kind of fun. And we'll shut her off. So that's pretty fun. So it'll stay awake. You're probably able to adjust how long before it'll fall back asleep. And then when it does fall asleep, of course, the blinking lights will stop. So while it's idle, while it's turned off, you can cycle through a couple different boot sounds for this font just by toggling the rear button. There's one, and this one may only have one, so we'll see if it'll change to a different one. Okay, so now it's set to a different boot sound when you cycle back to this font. So that's cool. And then you just hold the rear button and it'll cycle through the menus here.
Sound bank selection.
Nebula.
So we'll just go through a couple. I think this one comes with 16.
Crystal Focus.
Okay, so that was the Nebula sound font that I was on. This is the Crystal Focus specific.
Nightfall.
Exit menu.
So now we're into the menu settings, and we'll just keep cycling through the loop.
System menu. SD card USB access. Audio player.
Father and son.
And that's the one, Father and Son sound font, that's the one that it came with stock out of the box.
Vengeance. Like a balance.
Youngling.
Shout.
The Old Republic Malign. The Old Republic Crucible.
The Force Unleashed 2. Camino. Shatterpoint.
Alright, we're going to stick on Shatterpoint, Mace Windu's sound font. There's a few Genesis Custom Saber sound fonts on this lightsaber. They are superb. So we'll just, and you can hold down either and it'll capture that sound font as the ongoing font for your saber.
This party's over.
All right. Close-up look of Vader's Vault's Hero Generation 2. Thanks, guys, for watching.